Marcus Maven. So sit back and relax and watch Maven.
Broadcasting live from the Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyer Studios. Time for Middays with Marcus Maven on 93.9 The Ville. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar. Now, here's Marcus Maven and Steve Rummage.
Go. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. 8150 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. I hope you are safe. I hope your power is plentiful. A good morning for some great appreciation. Steve Rummage in the building. Nikki V in the booth.
Yeah, man, we're here. Everybody got through, some storms last night, and hopefully everybody got through and their homes got through okay and all that stuff. So
how did Chase handle it this time?
He didn't care too much. Yeah. He was like, all right, whatever.
I've been through these before.
Yeah. He was solid with it, man. He was just kicking it, and Xavier doesn't really care too much about storms, and yeah, it's kind of just a chill night at the Rummage House, man.
People, early in the show, let me say this, because this may be a direct problem you are facing, and I remind you at least one time in the show that your home is your fortress. Your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling, this is important, 502-219-7964 today. Nikki V in the booth.
They want the boot.
Morning, guys. Hope everybody survived the storm.
How scared was you last night?
I was like,
I bet you're like,
I had shout out WOKY. That's the one I was using. I had that on my phone.
yeah.
And Jeanette made me put my ear pods in because it was giving her anxiety.
Okay.
Listening to because the tornado was kind of close to us, the metro area and everything.
Sure.
So
I mean, you definitely wouldn't want to know that.
yeah, well, that's why I was like, babe, I love you, but you kind of need to listen.
Yeah, we should probably watch this.
And so she was like, I'm going to go corral the pets just in case. And I was like,
That's funny.
Okay.
I get it.
I don't know. I don't know. I had that internal debate last night.
What, sort of like an ignorance is bliss type thing?
Is it healthy for me to, because you know why? You know
Post
my
up
bone
in your basement and ride it out,
Listen, we and the weather entourage are all good. I would never criticize.
Sure.
But I can critique. And they put a whole lot of red on that television, Steve. I don't know which is worse. That time where you could turn on the news every single day and you just saw red dots everywhere with no, listen, red dots would just be all over your screen. They would just show places.
I told you. Okay, Nick.
You would literally just turn. There's no legend at the bottom to tell you what it was just different darkness shades of red, and who will be on your TV.
Y'all just keep hitting buttons way too fast.
It is busy. I will say, like
there's a lot going on here. And listen, whatever. I don't know. I get the vibe on Twitter and different things. Like you almost like picking a weatherman's, like joining a gang.
There is like a tribalism.
Yeah, it's really weird. So I guess I'm
or it's not
in Kevin Harned's gang. I don't know. I guess I get my crack from Harned.
I'm an independent.
Cardosi Cutters.
Yeah, Cardosi. Yeah, I like Cardosi.
No,
I like Weinberg.
I like Weinberg. I like Harned.
Yeah, but Harned's my guy. But for some reason, man, you get people on Twitter, they're just like.
I think
the best.
Whoever has the least amount of red, right? Because I feel like the least amount of red is more informational versus panic, and I get both of them. Like if I listen, there's nothing like a good Twitter title, a good clickbaity title to get people interested.
Yeah.
But sometimes I just want the facts. I want a boring facts oriented. Hey, don't panic if you're here. Panic if you're here. You know, not the just. Hey, I mean, you're not in the clear yet. I mean, the storm's been gone for an hour, but there's a small cell down here in.
But I do learn something new almost every time, though.
The names
And,
of
like-
the different counties you didn't know.
Well, no, for like
That's me.
There is that.
But there was like last night, you know, when they're like, okay, they've got the radar now that like they were like, this one's showing debris, so this is possibly a tornado right here. And I was like, oh crap, like that's kind of crazy, you know. And of course, when you watch that, you also turn into like, it's like on Derby Day, like everybody knows stuff about horse racing on Derby Day,
Right.
So like when we watch weather, you know, I'm sitting there and, you know, like Elijah was in there and he's like, I don't even understand this stuff. Are we good? And I'm like, well, son, you can clearly see that the Dow pressure here is.
I was doing the same thing with Jeanette.
Like, yeah, I'm like,
It's like, well, there's
crazy.
there's rotational cells around Audubon, and like, I'm like, it's not like I don't know what the hell I'm talking
I'm
about.
like, you know, the crosswinds are hitting the upwinds, and then you know they create a bywind.
Well, speaking of, do you feel? Let me ask you this. This is the real question. And texters, you can jump in on this. 3831-939. Do you feel, Steve? And don't you lie, Nikki. Either one of you. Do you feel any level of appropriate guilt when you say, "Well, good, it's not hitting me. It's hitting them."
I felt so bad because I said like it was at like 1:00 last night. We were trying to like wait to go to bed, and I was like, "All right, it's their problem now." Like, and I did feel bad. I was like, "Oh man, there's still rotational cells."
I shouldn't talk like
they're
that.
out in Oldham County now, so
yeah, I'm glad it missed me. It's like, it missed you and hit somebody else.
Yeah.
Well,
Feel terrible about it.
that's why I live here.
And you know what the other problem is? I'm kind of numb coming from a navigational, pilot dad. The Weather Channel is like how we spent the 90s and early 2000s, where you just left the TV on Sports Center the entire day.
Yeah.
Right. It never went to any other channels till like either the sports game came on. Go ahead.
You're like 8 after you could tune in. You knew 8. Like, it was like what, like 8 after.
Yes.
You'd be like, all right, this is gonna be the locals.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
Yes. Like. Oh yeah. But yeah. My dad will keep it on. He'll keep the weather on all day. If he's away from the house, he has it open on his phone. He just addicted to it. So I think that made me numb on it, because it's like, hey, if you're in the house, all I need to know is, I mean, it's good to know the weather if you're doing something, but if I'm in the house, I'm like, I don't have to know when it's on 65.
I got a question.
Somebody said those winds not in this America.
Okay, I'm listening, Nikki.
Trump's gonna nuke the tornado.
Yeah. Not.
Okay, I'm knocking all the wood when I say this. Okay.
Right.
Like, so I don't want to jinx it, but why is it like, okay, like in NASCAR and in auto racing, there's this theory. I don't know if there's any science behind it, but they have this theory that of the funnel, meaning like once the cars get going, like they create like an air pattern and it helps storms avoid the racetrack. Okay. I don't know if there's any science to it. Like, it's one of those myth things. Like, some people believe that. Some people say there's nothing to back it up, but whatever.
Sure.
It's sort of like, okay, if we can at least get the race started, then maybe we can avoid the bad weather and get the race in. Okay.
I can live with that.
Why is it? And again, I'm knocking all the wood because I don't want to jinx it. Why is it tornadoes never hit skyscrapers? You know what I'm saying? Like,
because they were built, the skyscrapers were built with Tartarian technology, Nikki.
Yeah. You never heard of vibranium?
I was gonna say, isn't that what Captain America's shield's made of?
I work with the worst.
Yeah.
Are we still gonna get that with the tariffs?
Yeah.
Don't we get that out of Wakanda?
Yeah.
Like,
yes, you just won't have to pay taxes for
the
it.
Tartarian Empire. and they're talking about tariffs.
Yeah.
Gosh darn it. Okay. Speaking of empires, the new one is being built in Louisville basketball. Steve, where are you at today?
Well, there is a vibe around this morning. I call it what you want. Call it what you want, but there is it feels like there's a commitment in the air. Feels like something's coming. Okay. And I'm not
By 6 o'clock
eyeballs guy. I'm not
by
like,
6
I don't
o'clock.
know. Steve. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Like I'm not, like honestly, like I always kind of get a kick out of because I love it. Like that's one of the things I love about this city is like, and I don't mean this sarcastically. Like I love that people like know people, and like so like people get aggravated at like when you got like people on Twitter that post like eyeballs or like, oh, I know something or whatever. I'm like that's part of the beauty of this city, man. Like people know a lot of people, and whether it's valid or not.
Listen, listen.
Like,
Steve, like you don't have, there's no dodging the factual element to, you can't go to a nice restaurant without somebody noticing something basketball related.
Yeah.
A stop at the gas, listen, somebody stops at the gas station, somebody knows the ticket person, event planners, just all kind, say somebody knows the video coordinator guy who's supposed to be working on a new thing. It's hard to keep a secret.
Sure.
And yes, some of it's rumor, some of it's conjecture, some of it's mixture. Like you said, participate in it.
Yeah. So it's just for me, like, but with that being said, there are some people that know, that I do say, okay, when they say something, feels like something's going to happen. And those people are kind of bat signaling a little bit this morning, like something might be on the horizon. And like I said, and I said all that about other people because, like, I don't know, because then on the other side, it does annoy. I'm like, dude, I work for 93.9 The Ville. I get in a lot of awesome places. I get to talk to a lot of awesome people. I've got numbers in my phone that I never thought would be in my phone that I chat with. I don't have to know it all though. I don't break stories. I don't care. I don't want to do that. Like, and I'm never going to. So like, if you're,
but you do got a big mouth.
I have a huge mouth. But so that's probably why they wouldn't want to tell me anyways. But I'm like, so I don't get into the manhood swinging. I know more than you do. That type stuff. I'm like, I know guys that do. I trust Ty Spalding.
Right.
Like I trust those guys, like, and I just go by them, like I do this from 10 to 12. I let them do that because that's what they're great at.
We concentrate on the humor and banter of loving to be a Louisville fan
and
not having to break stories.
Right. Yeah. That's me. Yeah. I don't want to break stories. I enjoy it when Ty shoots me a message and I get to, I'll find something out beforehand or whatever. And I'm like, hey man, I appreciate it. With that being said, I got a text this morning and, I'm only saying that because I want him to get the credit when something happens. And I'm just saying it's and it's not that anything for sure one way or the other is going to happen, but
you're saying you're very really close to the finish line.
Something's going to happen
one way or the other.
Yeah. So speaking of that, how great was it? Brady Braum was like, look, tornadoes be dang. I'm dropping a Brady bomb right here.
right in the middle.
Oh gosh, dude. Yeah, he just dropped it right in the middle. He's like, "Yep, somebody's committing," and I think they may be adding, maybe adding some high school wide receiver help. So we'll see. That would be nice.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
Not at all.
Okay,
but obviously and this is the part where I'm just speculating along with everybody else. Obviously, if you were told, "Hey, Steve, I think you may get a commitment today," I would immediately go to Isaac McNeely as probably the candidate number one, right?
Right.
So,
what about the guy from Jacksonville State?
Yeah, guess what, Marcus? The other day, Marcus got to open his big fat mouth on the air. Oh my God! Look at this guy. Guess where that kid's visiting? Kentucky. I'm like, dude, stop talking about players on the air. Every guy.
It cannot be coincidence.
God,
it cannot be.
Guy's amazing.
Listen, it cannot be coincidence that every single person I mentioned instantly, you doubt the weight that my recruiting and scouting prowess has, Steve.
No, you're fantastic. I don't particularly like that you seem like you're recruiting for Kentucky.
There's somebody on the Kentucky branch that just said, "Well, I heard maybe talking about this guy.
Let's go after that.
What do you think about him?"
Pierre Jr.
Yeah. Remember yesterday when he was like, "Who is this?"
My God. that was Guath, right?
No, you did it with Pierre on the air.
I know, Jackson. I did that. I thought that was a couple of days ago.
It might have been. It was Jacksonville State guy, and you were like, "Who is this Pierre guy?" Oh my gosh,
darn it!
Yeah, it was like, "Oh, where's he visiting this weekend?" "Oh, Kentucky." Fantastic.
But this weekend, it's Thursday. Somebody still has a chance to steal them, right?
Well, the good news is Kentucky is not exactly hitting home runs in the portal right now. So,
what do they have?
The kid from Tulane.
That's it.
That's it right now. I mean, they're gonna get dudes,
of course. Yeah,
I mean, they're Kentucky, but like the Georgia kid just went to UConn.
I heard that was the rumor, but did it pop?
Well, I guess I guess that's what they're saying. He's going there.
Yeah, projecting.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got to drag you into another conversation. Like I said, we can jump back and forth from the personnel part of things, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, this is going to be a 1 to 3 times a week conversation all off season.
Yeah.
As we learn, Pat Kelsey, transferable things that you will see or would love to see. And it's not like something you loved about the team that you need to transfer the most.
What, as far as next year?
Yes. Not players. We'll say it again.
I said how much they loved each other.
Are you making a joke?
Yes.
I don't think that's a good joke.
Well, good for you then. You can go over there and hold hands with them.
I was really close to not quite what you're saying.
You'll be like, "I'm an alumni. You guys want to hold hands?" And I'm gonna be like, "I don't know, but you better be playing the second round."
So you don't care about them enjoying each other's company anymore?
I don't care if you are dating each other. Just make it past the first round. I don't care what you're doing.
You know what occurred to me last night?
They're not losing first game of the tournament next year.
What would you rate their communication level?
Fantastic. Yeah, probably an 8 or 10, right?
Texters 38, 31, 93, 9. You remember how I talked about the way they talk to each other in a very strong, forceful, like not talking at each other, but communicating with each other.
Right.
First of all, I'm like, that gives you a head start on your team if your coach can get you talking like that. Part of me was saying, okay, maybe it's just I was kind of having this battle, and just kind of tell me where you fall on this, or am I overthinking it? At first, I said Chucky, Javon, are these just seniors with a common goal, talking out how to win? But then I'm talking, I kind of start thinking about the great basketball talk that he always talked about, to keep conversation going about getting better at every spot, right? So then I'm thinking, are they good communicators, right? Are they good communicators, or is it just being pushed by the coach so much, right?
Yeah.
Because you can see people talking and just yelling, and sometimes it just looks like talking, but no, there's no fixing things. Right. So I'm like, if Kelsey can bring that, I already got a head start. Then you know what I started thinking about, Steve?
What's that?
It got inspired by a tweet. The tweet said, "Who are better communicators, women or men?"
Mm-hmm. Well, that's an easy answer. Not one I want to answer right now.
That makes you uncomfortable?
No, I mean,
of course it's women, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course it's women.
I agree.
Problem is, here's the problem with that. Women communicate like dolphins.
Yeah, I was going to say they have their own language. That's
right.
The issue.
Like they communicate like dolphins. So
it would be like dropping me in China and going, man, these guys really communicate well. And I'm like, well, fantastic. I have no idea what they're saying.
Dolphins,
but they're all talking.
Use sonar, body language, smell, taste, touch.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to read all that when all the time, as a man, all I hear.
you drop Steve awesome. You drop Steve in Bangkok and go, they're talking to you. I don't know that.
Somebody, Timmy's in trouble. Somebody fell in the well. What? What
do you want from me?
I don't understand. I don't know what you want.
I mean, just this morning, Marcus. Just this morning. Remember, I didn't ask for a dog. I love my little guy, but I didn't ask for a dog. She wanted a dog. I got in trouble this morning on the way to the show.
I'm listening.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for your dog.
The dog pooped on himself last night in his crate.
Which means somebody didn't.
And it got all over him.
Appropriately?
Which is my fault. I'm like,
because you didn't notice it.
Is there something you want me to do? Like this is like, I'm getting yelled at on the way to the studio. And I'm like, you wanted the dog. Like I didn't ask for the dog to poop himself. I didn't go in there and go, all right, Chase, poop on yourself. And then I'm going to get out of here. Okay.
Ready, break.
Listen, he went through some storms last night. He obviously had to doo-doo. It's the first time he's ever done that. First time he's ever went through heavy storms like that, and I mean, he's right by us in his crate. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And, but we cover him up and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, it's like, that was my fault. Like, my bad. I'm sorry. Like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to come back and give him a bath?
At what point,
what are you asking?
Where did you, at what point does it catch your attention and you just go, wait a minute, I will no longer apologize for this?
Yeah. Where you're just like, no, I'm not doing. Like, why am I in trouble right now?
If you bring in a new team and coach gets them talking like we saw them in the practices, in the early practices, you have a crazy head start. Mix that with you bringing out of rosters being full, what percentile in the country do you think we haven't already filled out? Like, how many other schools, Power 5 schools, have 8 or have 9 of their 15? How many were returning?
My God, man, it can't be many. I mean, 4 teams are still playing. Like, there's still a final. There's still a national semifinal to be played.
Okay, in that locker room, I have Kaysen, Khalifa, Rogers, Javon. Casey, Khalifa, Rogers, Javon. Kanai.
Mm-hmm. James.
Mm-hmm.
Kobe.
I said him.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
So
then you got, are you adding Michael Brown and some?
No. I'm just saying how. Okay, you already got
there.
Yeah, you got 6 guys that have been in this locker room for a year. How many teams have 6 guys that have been in, or they're going to be returning to their teams with 6 or more players already been in their locker room a year?
Man, that are going to give you real minutes, you know? Gosh, there can't be 10 of Power 5. How about this? 10 that are going to compete for top 25.
10%
spots.
Or 10 schools?
No, I'm saying 10 schools. There can't be 10 schools that are going to realistically compete for top 25 spots next year that already have 8 or 9 guys. Or 7, 6, whatever. 5.
I'm going to say 7 because I feel like I'm forgetting somebody.
2. Who do we got? I don't even know. Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you add another guy, I mean, a guy like Michael Brown's been committed since January, and he's visited 3 times in the fall.
So you're saying he has a better feel for already what to expect?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like if Nate Ament committed tomorrow, you'd be like, well, okay, or these transfers, like say Isaac McNeely popped for Louisville today. Well, okay, but I mean, he's just committing, like, okay, now he's getting involved. I mean, you got someone, I mean, a kid like Michael Brown, I mean, he's knowing he's going to Louisville for 6 months.
I kind of skipped over the Michael Brown. There was a clip where he was it may be in scrimmage, the McDonald's All-American, he was just scrimmaging. And just the way he was at the back of the defense, just talking. Mm-hmm. I'm like even if it's unnatural, it's a great start.
Absolutely.
Just like, let's say a coach will tell you, how important communication is. You won't understand it till it's too late most of the time. He's getting that lesson really, really early. Speaking of commitment for a long time. What a great picture from Conwell.
Oh my gosh. How about that?
Tell people what I'm talking about, Steve.
So last night you get a picture of Ryan Conwell and his grandpa who's passed away. Okay. And they're in front of the Yum Center. And basically the post is like, I'm not new to this Louisville thing, it's a great picture, y'all. If you follow Ryan Conwell, I hope it's making this circulation to touch everybody's timeline. But it's a young, what is he, 9 or 10? But at this, on there, right in front of the Yum Center with granddad. It's an awesome picture. Yeah, and it's just, I mean, it does remind you, you're like, nah, dude, this isn't just some random dude. I mean, he grew up in a Louisville. Like, he knows about Louisville. He knows the history, You always want to know your guy's not a mercenary. Yeah, right. But then you're going to get Steve on here, and then Steve's going to be like, well, he did get handsomely rewarded, Marcus. He didn't have to be from Louisville bloodline to to play with. He's gonna make some good money. Right. I'll tell you what, let's get a reset. I'm gonna have to ask you about that underrated clip you sent me yesterday. Let's get to the bottom of it. Quick commercial break. Another one. Hey, I've got another one too, because I want to add to that clip. Okay, well, send it to me. On Twitter. Quick commercial break. 93.9 The Ville.
Hey, Card fans, attorney Sam Aguiar here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurt in a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
Hey guys, Mark Ennis here. Is your home too cold in the winter, too hot in the summer, or are your energy bills too high? Then it's time to call First Choice Insulation, your local attic and crawl space insulation experts. At First Choice Insulation, they provide top quality insulation solutions to keep your home comfortable year round. First Choice Insulation has worked on projects like Denny Crum Hall and with some of the largest commercial and residential builders in the region. Whether upgrading your attic or insulating your crawl space, they've got you covered with professional service and the best materials. Call First Choice Insulation today for a free consultation. Stop burning dollars to heat and cool your home. Mention ESPN Louisville for $100 off your next project. First Choice Insulation, 502insulation.com.
Paul Coltharp's daughter Hillary crashed her car while texting and driving.
They found her phone. She was in the process of texting somebody, and then
Her devastating injuries included severe brain damage.
put it down. Don't let it tempt you. It'll wait. It's my message. Wait.
Keep your eyes on the road, Kentucky. Distracted driving wrecks lives. Brought to you by Team Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them. But they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ziprecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ziprecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is, your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
The madness is here. Check out the standings on your bracket at ESPNGlobal.com. Head over to ESPNGlobal.com right now to check out the standings where you rank in the ESPN Global Bracket Challenge for your shot at prizes like a 50-inch TV from RGB Home Theaters, passes to Louder in Life and Bourbon and Beyond, wings for a year from Buffalo Wild Wings, pizza for a year from Blue House Pizza and Watch Bar, an annual membership to Planet Fitness, tickets to upcoming shows and events at the KFC Yum Center, custom orthotics from New Horizon Foot and Ankle, a storage unit with your favorite team color from Stronghold, a remote starter kit or backup cam, or gift cards to Extreme Audio Sound and Marine, gear and swag from Next Level Ranges, Kentucky branded, Shady Rays, tickets to upcoming shows at the Global Palace, and much more. The ESPN Global Bracket Challenge is live now. Check the standings at ESPNGlobal.com to see where you rank. The ESPN Global Bracket Challenge is brought to you by Coors Light, UA Local 502, Mechanical Contractors of Kentucky, Louisville Ladder, and Kentucky Fish and Wildlife.
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
Spring Street Bar and Grill, open daily 11 a.m. to 4 a.m. with food served until 2 a.m. Join them for Monday Night Trivia at 7 p.m. with cash prizes for the top 3 teams. Also, Tuesdays, get one of the best burgers in the city and a side of your $10. That's not all. Daily lunch special, 5 and fried. 5 chicken wings and a side of fries for just $10. Monday through Friday, 11 to 4. Find Vigilante Hot Sauce at Spring Street Bar and Grill, too. Bar and Grill, come early, stay late.
In a world in need of spice and flavor,
My food, it's so bland.
a hot sauce journeys the earth, fighting to bring balance back to your food. Formed from blending delicious ingredients and harnessing the power of fermentation, a Vigilante is born. Vigilante, not the hot sauce you always wanted, but the hot sauce you always needed.
My hero.
Rated E for everyone.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you. Dead air, dead air, dead air. Dead air. Nicky the Boot, dead air. Dead air. Got dead air in the studio. We got dead air in the studio. We got dead. Oh, okay. Oh man, I gotta keep that on loop. Gosh darn it. I was getting ready to drop some bars.
Sports fans, score big at Boom Buzz Pizza and Watch Bar. Enjoy gourmet pizzas, game day specials, handcrafted cocktails, ice cold beer, and the best game day atmosphere in town. Boom Buzz is the perfect spot for sports fans, private parties, and gatherings, with state-of-the-art audio and video systems making every game day special for the big game. Boom Buzz Pizza and Watch Bar. Eat, drink, watch. Order online at boombuzz.com.
Westwood One's presentation of March Madness on ESPN Louisville is delivered by Extreme Auto Sound and Marine. XAS502.com. First Choice Insulation. 502insulation.com.
At U of L Health Heart Hospital, our world-class network of innovative experts can heal your heart, revive it, protect your heart, and even replace it. Our academic research and groundbreaking discoveries are truly life-changing because we want you to keep following your heart wherever it leads. Here, your heart is in the right place. That's the power of you. Visit uoflhealth.org.
Breaking news coming in from Bet365, and it's no surprise. Same game parlay from Bet365 just keeps getting better.
Well, it's even easier to make a bet. Choose from the most popular markets like hits, run line, totals, and home runs. So many to choose from.
Download the app, start building your bet, and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 18 plus only. Must be physically located in Kentucky. T&Cs apply.
Miss anything from your favorite show? Head over to the Alex R. White Sue Distracted Driver Podcast Center on ESPNLouisville.com.
Sources one could have. If you agree with that sentiment, then DFH Company is most certainly the company for you. Simply dial 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Make sure you look into the Mitsubishi Mini Split like the one we use at the 93.9 studios for that hard to heat, hard to cool room in your home. Again, 968-6222 or look them up online at dfhcompany.com. Before we get into the overrated conversation or underrated conversation, just really quick, Steve, how liberating is it to clean out a junk drawer or a closet?
Oh, it's the best.
Is that not one of the most satisfying feelings, underrated, satisfying feelings in the world? This morning, Steve, I had enough. I'm getting that junk drawer cleaned this morning. So at about 7:15, I just got fully dressed and was like, I'm cleaning. I'm cleaning this stuff. You know how some of your pans also kind of they get clean, but they could use a better polish. Between polishing up my cookie sheets and getting the junk drawer cleaned, I'm like, this is the best. This is the best feeling that you can have around your house.
Absolutely.
Just know that's clean. Okay, so where do you want to start?
Well, I sent you a video because I want to talk bigs. I want to
Okay.
talk bigs.
Let's talk big conversations.
Let's because we had this conversation yesterday, and it was good, but I almost felt like myself, I can speak for myself, almost felt like I left a lot of meat on the bone just because it's like, you kind of know what Ali Khalifa can do, you know what Fru can do, but it's like, I need to go back and watch, like really watch, and then talk. And I'm leaving James out of this, only not out of disrespect to James, only because we were talking big body
bigs,
right? That can play. James is going to always play the way James is going to play. Now, I think he'll get better at stuff, but I think he's a weapon there, and I don't really want him to change that.
Yeah, he's an elite weapon at the lob spot.
Right. I went back last night and I did a deep dive in Sananda Fru and in Ali Khalifa, right? Ali Khalifa can shoot the basketball. Like, he can really shoot the basketball. He can really pass the basketball. And Marcus, he can really get to the rim. And even as chunky Khalifa, he can punch on some people. I'm starting to think maybe we did a little bit of a disservice, or I won't throw you in that. I'll blame myself. I'm starting to think I've even done a little bit of myself. I did him a disservice by just saying on this airwaves, like, he's a passer. He's a passer. He's a passer. Put him out there, he'll pass. It's like, man, what I talked about, there's a play at UCF. We talked about the action, like a fake handoff and just keep it. And he goes to the rim, one leg brace on, probably 50 pounds heavier. And now he fell down afterwards, which I know you're not going to like. But
okay, no, I know what you're talking about.
He goes up on my guy and just punches on him. And this was last year at BYU. Mike, what if you took 50 some pounds off this guy? And now he's healthy. Is he going to be a little more skilled than what we're giving him credit for?
I actually want to still accuse you of not doing it justice.
Okay.
Now listen. Be prepared for by the time this conversation is, get ready for the text. Oh, you guys are making him, Magic and Kareem in one play.
Yep.
Okay. I'll start off with this one because listen, whoever is going to send that text, let me piss you off right now. Ali Khalifa got Mark Pope the job at Kentucky.
Okay.
Let that marinate for a second. You're watching the Ali Khalifa, and you're seeing what their records are, and you're seeing him basically run the point from the top of the key. You're seeing him be what's the word that Ross McMahon just always like the gravitational pull he causes with widescreen. You know what the best thing for us about Ali Khalifa is?
I'm listening.
That he got injured. That he played injured.
Because you would have been in a fight for him.
Nope.
I think a lot of
nope.
Okay.
Yeah, yes,
okay.
I agree with what you're saying.
Yeah, I know where you're. I'm pretty sure I know where you're going with that. I just meant I was just adding in the fact it was known he can't play this year.
The reason, right. He could take his time and get right.
Doing that, yeah.
The reason it takes young males so long to beat their dad and uncles in basketball. There's one reason and one reason only that it takes the young men of the family so long to beat the uncles and the dads. You know why? Because their knees hurt. And because their knees hurt, it teaches them to play an efficient brand of basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Those days that their knees don't hurt, they know when to take you out. Now imagine Steve knows everything he knows now, and you send him back 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
A full year of rehabilitation, a full season of rehabilitation. That's not like surgery, injury, like a repair. Not okay. It is not a reconstructive surgery. It's it's what's the word when they say clean up? It's always clean up when it's somebody else's surgery, though.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what is it, like the laser surgery?
Yeah,
or whatever.
They say it's minor surgery with somebody. Yeah, scopes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like stuff to just get him right. Man. Do you know how his IQ got so much better playing injured?
Yeah.
Listen, and that means you get him in here during the season, even if he's tired, he knows how to play tired. This is going to be an adult, a 6th-year guy who knows how to play tired, knows how to use the heaviness. Because granted, we're saying 50 pounds lighter, like he just got skinny.
No, I'm saying 50 pounds lighter. I don't actually know if it's 50 pounds lighter or straight up on the scale,
right?
Or he just got in shape.
Yeah, and transferring the jelly,
Yeah. I think you're ready for
I hope he's not listening. He's like, what the hell y'all talking about? I lost 26 pounds.
Like, speaking of what the hell are you talking about? Who was the guy? I was watching the film and he kept hitting some dude diving to the basket. And this dude on BYU was just punching on fools. I was like, who is this guy?
Who is that who keeps jumping off my screen?
His name was Waterman. I was like, I wish we would have got that guy. I mean,
that dude that was dunking can command so much in the portal.
Oh my God. That made me mad. That made me mad. I was angry. I was watching the Khalifa and I'm like, what is that? What is that? He kept it's like Waterman would just cut to the basket and he dunks and he pulls his legs up and he's swinging on the rim. And I'm like, what in the hell?
And listen, I've never seen, the Ali Khalifa highlight film is a Noah Waterman highlight reel.
Golly.
Oh God, that was pretty funny. But no, seriously, the improved IQ of playing injured for so long.
Yeah.
And like you said, knowing you have this is the game plan. I have a full year to he's a guy that you can have him without touching a basketball.
Yeah.
Like his off season, like, how when you say, we had this conversation, Steve, about which guys need to improve on their basketball skill set versus they're physical, what they can bring to the table physically.
Yeah.
And like I said, you venture to say, I mean, you remember Kelsey said it.
Yeah.
At the end, he said, I kind of got to worry about our guys' confidence.
Yeah.
Now it pissed me off because we was in the middle of the season.
Yeah.
It's like, wait, what? Y'all ain't here getting schooled by Ali Khalifa, and we're about to go. How am I going to win a national championship, and y'all are getting schooled by Ali Khalifa in practice?
I know.
We're worried about your confidence.
Yeah.
Now I get to turn that around.
Yeah.
No, what if he really is tearing people up and breaking confidence?
Man, you watch that and you just like, I even went through his, how
many minutes did he average last year? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Can you get Nikki to ESPN that up really quick?
On it.
Ali Khalifa. Because I mean, he was injured, so he couldn't be too heavy with the minutes, right?
I mean, he's
Yeah, wait, who am I looking up? Sorry.
Ali Khalifa.
Ali Khalifa.
Yeah, how many minutes did he average last year at BYU? Which that would be so you'd say 23, 24. Right?
I mean, yeah, sorry. Somebody said it was 299 to 249. So he actually did lose 50 pounds. But I'm like, listen, man. And I know while Nick's looking this up, I do this because sometimes we like to give the listeners homework. Go back and watch some Ali Khalifa. Like again, and I kind of hijacked because I want to get to Sananda as well. Because there's they both have a couple qualities that I actually like side by side. Now I'm not already doing like, hey, you need to play them both.
Yeah. Who starts, who sits?
19.4.
Okay, 20 minutes a game. So he was kind of like, we get 10 out of you per half.
Yeah.
Season before that, he averaged 28.5. Before that, 24.2.
Would you say injury conservation?
I mean, yeah. Sorry, Ty Spalding just sent me a text, and
damn it, Ty, leave him alone.
I can't say.
Ty Spalding, leave him alone during the show. Unless it's a commit done. Don't just give him rumors in the middle of the show. It's hell working with him.
Marcus,
yes.
Nick, play us out. Marcus. It's not a rumor.
Okay, never mind. Thanks, Ty. Listen, I bet y'all better stay tuned in.
Y'all, I would go subscribe to cardinalsports.com like now. If you don't have an account to Cardinal Sports, I get one.
939 the bill.
What's wrong? I caught my wife in a lie. That's bad.
We're fishing, right?
Yeah.
She catches a catfish, 4-pounder, claims it was a 7, snaps a picture, sends it to all her friends.
And they bought it?
Yeah, people believe her.
You taught her well.
Indeed, I did.
Your Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife reminds you, fishing's not about math. It's about fun.
And fudging a little if you need to.
Kentucky fishing. Be honest.
It'll make a liar out of you.
Hey, it's Steve Rummage here. You've probably heard all about the new regulations that have hit the real estate market, making the process more complex than ever. And if you're not working with the right real estate agent professional, you could find yourself out of bounds fast. That's why it's more important than ever to work with someone who has proven their expertise. Like my good friend Josh Jarbo. Josh was recently inducted into the RE/MAX Hall of Fame and named one of Louisville's 40 under 40. This guy knows the game inside and out. Josh and the team at RE/MAX Empire are the seasoned pros you want on your side. They know how to navigate the market, make the right calls, and get you the best deal every time. So don't let a cut rate agent make a rookie mistake and fumble your financial future. Whether you're buying, selling, or just need some mortgage advice, these are the folks you want in your corner. So here's the play. Call Josh Jarbo, 502-216-7590, or check him out online at joshjarbo.remaxempireky.com. And here's a special offer just for you guys. Mention you heard it right here on 93.9 The Ville, and you're going to receive up to a $5,000 seller's credit. I'll leave you with this. Top-notch service might seem expensive, but poor service can cost you a fortune. Don't settle for less than the best.
Josh Jarbo, principal broker owner of RE/MAX Empire and co-founder of Modern Mortgage A to Z, NMLS number 2256125. Each office is independently owned and operated. Modern Mortgage A to Z is an equal house lender.
If you're currently working as a plumber, pipe fitter, or HVAC tech, you owe it to yourself to check out Local Union 502. Union Local 502 offers the best compensation in the industry. They pay journeyman wages over $40 per hour with a total benefits package of over $60 per hour. Plus, 3 pension plans for secure, stress-free retirement. Join Local 502. Apply at lu502.com.
Your home is your fortress, and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Lynn Family Stadium is home to the biggest Thunder Over Louisville event of the year, featuring the air show, fireworks, and a pro soccer game. Racing Louisville hosts national team star Trinity Rodman and the Washington Spirit on Saturday, April 12th. It's part of an all-day Thunder extravaganza with tickets starting at just $25. All Thunder guests receive a wristband good for re-entry. Enjoy the stadium's full array of concessions, entertainment, and, of course, clean restrooms in a family-friendly environment. So visit LynnFamilyStadium.com today to reserve your seats.
At Genesis Diamond, we never compromise on quality.
Meet Eddie Edmoni, Vice President at Genesis Diamonds. He's talking about Genesis Diamonds' exclusive designer rings, brand names you won't find at any other store.
You do not have to settle. Come to Genesis to see these one-of-a-kind pieces from $1,900 to $250,000 made in the USA with the same exceptional quality and attention to detail.
Indeed, Genesis is the only home here offering the finest names in bridal. Tacori, Viraggio, A. Jaffe, Simon G. and more. Brands other jewelers only dream of having.
Why settle on an imitation when you can afford the original?
And don't forget Genesis timepieces, names like Omega and Breitling, and the largest selection of luxury pre-owned Rolexes in Kentucky.
When a client enters Genesis Diamonds for the first time, the common reaction is wow.
Genesis Diamonds, a cut above all the rest. Come meet Eddie and the team and be prepared to say wow.
My name is Eddie Edmoni. Come see me at Genesis Diamonds.
Shelbyville Road Plaza next to Trader Joe's.
I'm former Louisville basketball player Luke Hancock. When the NCAA tried to take away the Most Outstanding Player Award from the 2013 tournament, I got it back thanks to Morgan & Morgan. Morgan & Morgan is the personal injury firm that fights for the people, and their team treats clients like family. Morgan & Morgan changed my life, and if you've been injured in a car crash, at work, or in a slip and fall, they may be able to change yours. For a free consultation, dial #LAW on your cell phone. That's #529. Offices Louisville.
Well, Cher, are you hungry? Okay, I'm not going to do a Cajun accent, but you guys already know the fine folks at Lulu Food and Drink have some of the best Cajun food in the city, right? Well, now they have a brand new location in the heart of Middletown at 12717 Shelbyville Road. 3 area locations, St. Matthews, Market Street in Nulu, and now Middletown, each offering a unique experience of Southern food with more than a dash of New Orleans and Italy. And don't forget to try our extensive wine and cocktail list. Lulu Food and Drink, now in Middletown.
Do you want to grow your business? ESPN Louisville wants to help take it to the next level. Let ESPN Louisville assist through the best sports talk, the power of local and national sports news, brand building and connecting fans through audio and digital elements, live broadcasts, and much more. Email us at partnerships@espnlouisville.com.
It's tournament time, but if your game system is stuck on the bench with no video, a broken HDMI port, or won't power on, that's a season-ending injury. Tech Restore is your MVP for fast, reliable game system repair. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, we fix them all. Free diagnostics, no long waits, and no appointment necessary. Don't sit out the action. Get back in the game today. Mention ESPN Louisville and receive a free accessory bundle with paid repair. Visit us in Hikes Point or online at techrestore.com and see all that we offer. Tech Restore, saving one device at a time.
The official broadcast partner of all U of L athletics, WLCL Sellersburg is 93.9 The Ville. Powered by Sam Aguiar Injury Lawyers. Hurt in a car? Call Sam Aguiar.
Special thanks to one of the newest members of the team. That would be One Kentuckiana Pump Sales for every home, building, business, or municipality that all rely on the movement these pumps provide. The moment you need a water or a sewage pump, you should be thinking Kentuckiana Pump Sales. They're like our first responders or essential personnel. Over 36 years of experience, best service, fairest possible price, and it's right over in Jeffersonville, Indiana. People, go see Harold or go see Mark. They'll find out exactly what you need. Utility, sump, affluent, grinder, sewage, anything you need. 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, of course. Or you can give them a call, 812-725-9217, or simply visit KentuckianaPumps.com. So where are we at?
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I was looking. Rashawn sent a video to us of Khalifa in Charlotte, and it's like you know he's younger, but he's more healthy.
Appreciate it, Rashawn. I'm checking out now.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's almost like, man, you imagine you put those two things together. Now he's older and healthy.
And
you know,
had a year off.
Golly, man, like. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not trying to build him up to be Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Why not?
Okay. I mean, maybe he will be. I don't know. Is he going to be the best big to ever play at Louisville? Possibly. It's not my issue. Okay. That I'm not the one that's supposed to say that. Am I saying it? Maybe. But it's one of those deals where I'm like, I just don't know that we've put the correct.
What's his floor?
I mean, what, 8 and 6? Right? If he is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what you think you get 8 and 6 out of him? I'm just doing points and rebounds. I mean, and 3 or 4 good passes.
Yeah, I was going to say
lead to buckets.
You're taking away his assist, and that's his strength.
So yeah, I mean, if he's like you get 8, 6, and we'll give him 4 to 8 extra points just off assist, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably his floor.
That's adding to his overall plus minus.
Yeah. Now
he let it go quick too, didn't he?
He can, and he can really shoot the ball, man. Like he's not afraid to pull up. Like you have to.
Okay, this is the thing.
I mean, Texter says it. Khalifa looks Joker-like. I mean, like that's, and he does.
That's fair.
You know,
I'm just not allowed to say that.
No, and nobody is. I mean, that's insanity. You know,
just say he passes with a posture of the Joker.
Yeah. But I mean, he's that, you know,
he's from that. Yeah, he's from that. It's a diet Joker.
But you know what else he is? He learned the game of basketball overseas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you're going to couple that.
He's not going to make stupid plays.
Mm-hmm. And then you add in another guy, 22-year-old kid that's played pro ball for, I don't know, can I call him a kid? Buy beer. Played a lot of basketball overseas, played in Germany.
Played alongside some national team guys.
Who has a fantastic knack for scoring off the basketball. Has a fantastic knack for cutting back door, for setting his man up. Great hands.
He has great hands. Sonata Fruit has great hands.
He has great hands. And that's where I was like, oh man, like I'm not trying to go straight to the Twin Towers, you know, like everybody wants the Twin Towers, but I'm like, they could probably play together. Like they, you know, and you got guys that aren't going to make stupid plays. You just said it. That's the one thing that they're not going to do.
And Kelsey's not going to tolerate.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, low IQ plays.
And then
he's not scared to pull the trigger on the back door cut, is he?
No, not at all.
This is where I'm going to get my easier buckets from now.
Mm-hmm. It's going to come through the bigs, man.
Yeah. Yeah, this is where I'm going to get some of my easy, because we just didn't have them.
Mm-hmm.
We did not have easy buckets.
No, we didn't. That was the problem last year, man. You love the team. You love what they can do. It was awesome when they were on fire from 3, and it was like, man, and they were fun. But not one point during the season, outside of maybe the Indiana game where we were just getting easy buckets off of defense, could you just get in a back and forth half-court basketball game and go, okay, where can we get an easy bucket from? Like, where can we, okay, you can get the ball in, you know, it would take, and kudos to him, man. You know, I even went back last night and I took back what I said about Javon, because I watched a little bit of Javon last night too. And watching Hadley, you're like, you know, that Creighton game sticks in my head, but I'm like, what if he's in a better position next year?
A better natural position.
Yeah. And I'm going, and he doesn't have to be the big, but man, when he wants to put a dude on his hip and get down there, I mean, he ate Clemson alive in the Center.
And don't put it past him getting healthier.
Yes.
How old is Javon Hadley? Like,
he's got to be 22, 23, right?
Yeah, and when he, like, okay, so he got injured when at Colorado?
I believe so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Hmm?
Today's his birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We turned 30.
Steve.
2002, so 23. He turns 23 today.
How about that?
How about that? Happy birthday, Javon Hadley.
Listen,
today's his birthday. That was insane. He had a 1 in 365 chance.
he could listen
about that.
He could get healthier
on his birthday.
Sometimes when I looked at him, like I said, he wears that sleeve on his knee. You don't know if that's just a overtime thing or
he played a ton of minutes too. Because if he's back next year, you got to think the minutes will go down a touch, right? And that's not a shade to him. That's just like, because there may be some games he's in there for 32, 33. There may be some games this year that wasn't an option.
Somebody got to take it from him, man.
Oh,
I don't know, Steve.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I'm glad
I'm with that.
I'm glad you knew. I knew it when I was saying it the other day about Hadley, but he's going to have to make somebody take his minutes. And listen, he's been to war with Kelsey. Don't ever overlook being in a game, in a dogfight, and you look at your players, and then all of a sudden you're up 14 because Javon Hadley just busted the game open on his own. Yeah. That's a trust. You got to trust a full year of Javon Hadley. Any mistake he made, it was out of he was incapable of really making that. Like if he missed an easy shot, 9 times out of 10, he just didn't have the burst to get it up. I mean, I want him a couple times. He didn't use the glass. I could have got mad at him, but he busted open some games.
Yeah,
at a high Division I Power 5 level. If he's here, absolutely. And like I said, if he gets healthier, if that's inside it, like I said, I don't know. His playing weight might be a little too heavy. Like I maybe shave 10 off of him. You know what I'm saying? Maybe take a little bit of because he's a physical guy no matter what. So he can still be extremely physical if he lost 10, 15 pounds. But yeah, no, if he got his leg healthy and let's just say he's 23, he's 2 years removed from his last injury. So now he doesn't have to sleep on. Now he took a whole season. Look, we sent him over to Dr. Patel, foot and ankle, and just got all his joints back right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that's a possibility. I don't want to overlook. Go ahead, I'm listening.
No, no, absolutely. Well, let me keep with this theme real quick while we're in this segment because I like this theme here, right? Kobe Rogers kind of becomes the forgotten guy a couple times, right? I would implore you to go back and watch some Kobe Rogers.
Somebody posted it. I want to give him credit.
So last night I go back and I watch and I'm going, of course he's a Cincinnati guard. He won a national championship, a Division II national championship. He goes to play for Kelsey,
maybe
Coach Kelsey. Yeah, at College of Charleston wins conference championships, and now he's also set a year out. He's gotten healthy, and here he is. 2 things about Kobe Rogers right off the bat: he can really score at the rim, and it's not just he can get to the rim and he can score. And you'll notice he is great at finding, guy shoots in the corner. He finds his way to the other side of the basket. Okay. He gets the ball, rebound, put back. There was another thing too. Watch James Scott.
He smiled ear to ear when he made a play.
And my God, it was almost like James probably wrote Kobe Rogers and was like, these guys are awesome, but I miss you. I miss you. Kobe Rogers some of James Scott's best highlights at Charleston come from Kobe Rogers. I mean, it was like he just knew where he would be. I'm talking, look, get to the free throw line, no look. There's James slipping.
James looked a lot happier.
I mean, dude,
we done put pressure on James Scott after a couple of dunks.
James like, I come here, I'm dunking the ball, and then next thing you know, I got my teeth up my nose, and now I'm missing 2 front teeth.
This guy's on the radio. Listen,
Yeah.
I get 4 dunks, and he's mad because I only hung on the rim on one of them.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, now my dad is enjoying their show, and now my dad's coming back yelling at me because he's like,
you know what they're gonna do? You know what they're gonna say to us on the midnight show, son?
Like, man,
My reputation's on the line.
Now, Pop Scott's like,
hang on the rim.
You got to do better. Yeah, you got to do better. No, but it's look, James is one of the least of my worries going forward. But today is kind of about the 4 horsemen is what I'm calling them of guys that we're kind of like, we don't know a ton about them. Like, but we, or like we know, or we do, but it's almost like we're sleeping on, because I put Javon in that too, only because like, I feel like Javon, there was like an immediate after the season where you were like, all right, whatever. I'm mad at him.
You're always,
you know, about that last game. And he can leave. And then I'm like, now that it's a chance he could leave, I'm kind of like, don't leave. I really would like you back.
You don't leave. Like, you force them to replace you.
Yeah, like or don't, or just be you. You know, like I could really use that on my team next year, man. Like you go back.
We won 27 games with them.
I know, and you go back and like you type.
The hell are you talking about?
Louisville. I'm serious. Go home tonight. Type in Javon Hadley, Louisville, and I was like, what? What was I thinking? It's like, God, can you imagine this guy hitting the portal? People would be like, oh God, go get him.
Just,
like, give me one of those.
Every single ACC team would bid on him the second he hit the portal. You know how stupid his portal highlights. Listen, when you hear that music, Steve.
Yep.
Once you hear that portal music, you're gonna be like,
get that beat drop.
You hear that portal music, you're gonna say, if the Javon had, let me shut up. He'll end up with my rival. If his portal highlight video comes out,
you just keep your mouth shut.
Shut your filthy little mouth about my players. No, seriously, his and here's the thing, he'd have one of those really long highlight reel videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they have to shorten up the actual clip to show you, like, no, this dude put dudes on his back. His 3-point stroke looks good. He looks like a complete. Did you say he's 6'5"? He's defending guys bigger. He's bullying guys smaller. A lot of Coach Kelsey doesn't get appreciated by finding the Hadley matchup.
Right.
Structurally.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, like I said, go back and and I'm not just doing it because I don't want him to sound like a one-hit wonder, but God, you go back and watch that Clemson game and you're just like, that's a big physical team. And you're like, he's getting anywhere he wants. Now, what if I told you I could get him in the game and get smaller guys on his hip?
How funny is this, Steve? The hangover wears off on Tuesday. Look, you get a commitment, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Hangover starts kind of wearing off. Let's see you run that mouth, Steve, after you watch some Final Four basketball. You'll be right back to hating your team on Monday morning, Steve.
Oh yeah. No, as soon as they're complete, I'm gonna be over there in July. Like, it sucks. What are we doing in the portal?
This is what I'm supposed to go to war with.
Yeah.
This is how I'm gonna win the championship.
These are your men, sir. That's what Lieberman. Anytime Lieberman's mad at the team, Lieberman.
I'm listening.
So funny. It'll be a bad practice or something, and Lieberman will walk over and These are our men, sir. I know. Yeah, coach. I don't.
Steve,
Almost like he's
the sarcasm.
You want to go to a college with him? I'm like, no, where I'm actually got to recruit.
The passive aggressive. This is what I got to work with.
At least high school, there's at least some chill factor.
Could you imagine if
I don't know
if Lieberman actually was?
Oh, okay. We got some people on the phone lines, so Nick just told me
what
about that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, fire away.
I'm sorry, Brandon. Welcome into 939. We're so sorry. Nick took the call, and I guess just thought we would know. So that's our bad. Thank you for waiting.
It happens. Morning, Steve. Morning, Marcus.
Morning.
Just wanted to kind of put a comparison of a former player that we had back in the early 2000s to Ali Khalifa. And whenever I watched that video too, guys, and I'm going to say this, it's David Padgett if David Padgett could shoot a three. But that's not knocking David Padgett, but that gave me throwback vibes straight to David Padgett. And it was awesome. I've missed a big man like that being able to contribute the ball to guards and things and still have a good inside game. And then this guy can shoot the three. Yeah. I can't wait. Wait, guys.
Man.
That's all I got. Let y'all elaborate.
Brandon.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for waiting.
Appreciate the call. He meant that.
Sorry about that. Yeah, dude.
Brandon meant that. He was like,
Listen,
yeah.
Like you watch, you go back and watch, and it's like, wait a minute, this dude is good.
We compare him to Padgett. No, the passing game, 100%.
Yeah. What's happening out here? James and Blankenbaker are taking selfies together out front. I don't know what's happening out there.
James is upgrading his social media presence.
Yeah. James is. I'm like, James, you got a girlfriend or something? And he's like, talking about stuff like that on the air. I'm like, okay,
stop talking about that on air.
I know. I was like, I don't know. I guess so. Guess not. Anyways, let's keep it going. Jonathan, welcome into 939 The Ville. What's going on, man?
Hey guys, I always enjoy, man. It's always a pleasure. And I want to tell you something that I just thinking this morning. I'm like you, Mark. I sort of like did the roller coaster on Hadley, and this morning, if he's listening, please don't leave me. We were sweethearts. We went to the dance together. Please don't leave me. But I don't know about you, Marcus, but Hadley reminds me of the OG Louisville Cardinal. Denny Crum would have loved Javon Hadley because he reminds me of you, Lancaster Gordon, Rick Wilson. He's the guard that's not afraid to get down, go low, bang, but he can also beat you off the dribble. He's just an old school Denny Crum player, and I absolutely love him. So that's all I want to tell you guys, and maybe you guys see the same thing, man. Have a great day and go Cards.
Appreciate it, man.
Call. Listen, if like I said, I don't know how healthy his legs are, but if you put some hops on him,
yeah,
he would totally be Coach Crum. But Coach Crum have him playing the 4. You give him a 42-inch vertical. Coach Crum and have him at the 4 killing it. He'd be like Shane Bannon. Okay, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Can he improve his ball handling?
Oh.
Javon Hadley.
Javon?
Or is what it is, kind of.
No, I mean, you're 23. I mean, like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, yeah, I mean, you don't think you get Chris Brickley down here this summer and he's working on his ball handling and he's working on just tightening up some things like that. Yeah, at 23, dude, he's hitting the peak of his basketball career. Absolutely.
You know what pisses me off too, and I understand why Coach Davenport used to get pissed off about it. You would always see
just smell his armpit.
Yeah, okay, you saw that too, right? Yeah,
dude walked by and just gave his armpit like a huge whiff.
He's making sure he's ready.
Yeah. All right, man, good for you.
He got the lunch date coming. But here's the thing, you know how guys as soon as they graduate, they get with a individual instructor or something. Like, and I'm talking about over the years. Like now, everybody has individual instruction, but you would see guys make a big jump but like between their last game of their senior year and NBA camp, right?
Yeah,
they would just like their conditioning would just look crazy, ridiculous. Their ball handling would get tighter all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I'm saying tighter all of a sudden. It would, but you would just see it with every player. It's like, man, he get with those agents, start working out like with a desperation, like some, you know. Again, he's 23. Maybe the odds are against him that he makes a huge improvement in the ball handling department. But I would say, hey, if your ball handling gets a lot better, if you really dedicate yourself to great ball handling all summer, you could change your trajectory.
Yeah.
Because now you're a big guard that can D up instead of a undersized small forward.
Right.
Yes. I mean, like I said, it's just a kind of an idea.
No, it's a fantastic idea.
But yeah, that's one thing I would do. Actually, let's you know what? Let's take unless we have somebody on the phone lines, we'll just take that last commercial break.
We're clear if we want to go ahead and take this last break.
We're good. Good on time. Quick commercial break. Middays Mark's Baby, 99 the Bill.
That, friends, is the kind of moment that defines legends, the kind of moment that deserves to be celebrated with the exceptional taste of Remy Martin VSOP. Remy Martin is a tribute to the dedication, passion, and pursuit of excellence, a moment best savored with a refreshing Remy Ginger or Remy Sidecar. So gather your friends, raise a glass, and celebrate the extraordinary. Remy Martin Cognac Fiend Champagne, 40% alcohol by volume, imported by Remy Cointreau USA Inc., New York, New York. Please drink responsibly.
If you're a true sports fan, you're always searching for that home field advantage. And speaking of homes, I have the perfect realtor that can meet all of your needs. The name you should know, Derek A. Stewart. Derek A. Stewart brings experience and expertise to all of your home buying and selling needs. Derek is also familiar with any and every type of property and location you could be interested in. And the best part is your home field advantage is only a telephone call away. So do yourself a favor and call Derek A. Stewart at 502-314-9868 today.
The weather may be cold, but that's no excuse to not work on your game and get some swings in. Head to 5 Iron Golf, outfit with state-of-the-art TrackMan technology and high-speed cameras. Sweat it out with a serious practice sesh, or tee it up at PGA Tour venues like Pebble Beach or Valhalla. There's something for every level of golfer. Hungry? Grab a bite from our terrific gastro pub menu. Swing instruction and corporate event space available as well. Want to become a member? Check out our New Year membership deals at 5irongolf.com. 5 Iron Golf at 836 Market Street in Nulu.
Hey, Card fans, attorney Sam Aguiar here, proud partner of U of L Athletics and ESPN Radio Louisville. Car wrecks can be a nightmare, and insurance companies are just going to make it worse. But when you're part of our team, we take care of those hassles so you can focus on getting better. We've helped thousands of Card fans get life-changing results on their claims, and it would be an honor to work for you too. So if you've been hurting a car, give us a call at 502-888-8888 or check us out online at demandsam.com. And go Cards!
Most people don't put much thought into the value of a reliable water or sewage pump until they have to. Well, I have a team that never stops thinking about it. Kentuckiana Pump Sales. With over 35 years of experience, Kentuckiana Pump Sales, a premier Ashland pump shop, includes sump, sewage, grinder pumps, and many more to service all residential, municipal, commercial, and industrial needs. Next time you think about pumps, think Kentuckiana Pump Sales, 3303 Industrial Parkway, Jeffersonville, Indiana, or visit KentuckianaPumps.com.
You work hard to build equity in your home, so why would you give that money to the real estate agents when you sell your home? At Edlin & Edlin, they know you deserve to keep more of that money.
It's a full service offering. The advantage is we don't charge as much, even though you get full service. In the regular world, a realtor says that the commissions are 6%, and what we do is accept 1% as the listing agent and recommend you pay the buyer's agent 2.5%. The average home sale around here is around $300,000, so that's $7,500 more in your pocket at closing.
When Edlin lists your home, it immediately goes on all the places where buyers are looking for a home.
When I put a listing on the MLS, it is automatically shared with all the real estate apps, Zillow, Realtor.com, you name it. So all of that overhead in my business is gone. And what really should happen, prices should go down, the price of real estate services. And that's what we're reflecting in our commission structure.
So visit Edelin.com to start keeping more of your home's equity. That's Edelin.com, EDELEN.com.
Hey, Cards fans, do you or a loved one suffer from gout? Gout is a very painful form of arthritis that can also lead to kidney and heart disease. I bet you didn't know there's now a Gout Center of Excellence right here in Louisville. They use the most up-to-date clinical guidelines and FDA-approved treatments to get you relief fast. If you have gout, be sure to call the Gout Center of Excellence at 502-719-2472 or visit them online at ralouisville.com. And be sure to tell them Marcus sent you.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Hey, this is Bob Valvano. Winter's winding down. Spring is just around the corner, and that means it's time to get your HVAC system ready for the warmer months ahead. Ken J. Biener HVAC, your trusted American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer, is offering a $95 air conditioning tune-up special. I use Ken J. Biener & Son for my HVAC services, and you should too. Call Ken J. Biener & Son HVAC today at 584-9960 and schedule your spring AC tune-up. That's BUEHNER, Ken J. Biener & Son, an American Standard heating and air conditioning deal.
If you're currently working as a plumber, pipe fitter, or HVAC tech, you owe it to yourself to check out Local Union 502. Union Local 502 offers the best compensation in the industry. They pay journeyman wages over $40 per hour with a total benefits package of over $60 per hour. Plus, 3 pension plans for secure, stress-free retirement. Join Local 502. Apply at lu502.com.
In a world in need of spice and flavor,
My food, it's so bland.
a hot sauce journeys the earth, fighting to bring balance back to your food. Formed from blending delicious ingredients and harnessing the power of fermentation, a vigilante is born. Vigilante, not the hot sauce you always wanted, but the hot sauce you always needed.
My hero.
Rated E for everyone.
Breaking news, and this one is almost unbelievable.
Yeah, it's all about new customers at Bet365 because they get $150 in bonus bets when they bet $5, win or lose. And even better, bonus bets can be used on the spread, totals, and player props.
There you have it. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. And see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365. 18 plus only. Must be physically located in Kentucky. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. T&Cs apply.
Hello, this is Dan McDonald, head baseball coach at the University of Louisville. You're listening to the home of Cardinal baseball on 93.9 The Ville.
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Baby at 8150. 93.9 is the number. 93.9 is the station. One more time, good people, I have to remind you, especially when we're dealing with the elements, that your home is your fortress and your first line of defense is your roof. So if your roof is under attack by either Mother Nature or Father Time, you should be calling Citadel Roofing and Construction. Citadel Roofing and Construction is locally owned and operated, will provide free inspections, estimates, and of course, they'll work with your insurance. Did I also mention their A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau? Let Citadel Roofing and Construction protect the roof that protects you by calling 502-219-7964 today. Steve, what's going on at the studio?
What do you mean? What do you mean what's going on at the studio? So Nick, Nick decides he's gonna intermittent fast.
Been doing it all week. Dropped 2 pounds already.
Right in the middle of the lunch. So we get this amazing wing zone drop.
Oh my God. It looks so good.
And I'm sitting here just in the break. Just smashing. I mean, just like
It's like a nature documentary. You were just
I was the guy from Friday. Like every time
I'm in the break room. You in the break room eating all the wing zone.
So I come back to my chair in the studio, and I'm like, I'll privately eat. And Nick's just sitting here, and I look over, and it looks like he's doing anything to not look at me. And so finally, I just get on the microphone, and I'm like, "Yeah, these are gross." He was like, "Oh yeah. Was it a bad batch?" I was like, No,
they're amazing.
No, they're really, really good. They're like extra crispy.
They looked outstanding.
I mean, Marcus, I'm looking at this wing right now. I mean, it's as good of a wing as you. I mean, listen.
Let me look at my window.
Sweet mother. Oh my God.
I mean, that's as good as it gets, man.
That's a good wing. That looked like a good wing. Sounded like a good wing. Smelled like a good wing. I mean, this is killing me, Steve. But it's bowling night, so we eat late on bowling night. We eat late on Thursday. It's no tap tonight. It's the league finale. So I'm giving myself the 8-hour window.
Okay.
I want to get it down to the 6-hour window. That's hard. That's hard. That's hard.
And I feel bad because Nick's really trying to do this, right?
Yeah. So, but
I don't want to be like oh man,
right. You do you like you get them while they're fresh, man. But like I'm bummed also because those crispy ones look amazing, and I don't think there's going to be any left at like 1 o'clock.
There's
when
not.
I can finally.
No. Listen,
maybe I should go grab some. And
there's
hide them,
not.
Put them in my pocket like I'm Napoleon Dynamite.
James had a stack. James is carrying around
in a coffee
filter full of crispy traditional wings right now. Just through the studio. James is usually a pretty put together guy,
He can get away with it though. He's the skinniest one in the building.
His pants are tucked, his shirt's tucked in his pants, his belt's tied real tight.
Seriously,
you're like,
I love James. I don't understand how he's so skinny. Like I've seen this man knock down multiple.
He's ate 3 wings over your left shoulder since he sat down.
Dude, like I've seen him eat like the 2 of the 3 packs of like Reese cups.
I know.
Like that's his lunch. He eats 6 Reese cups. And this man like is like a size 0.
He brought in a thing of donuts. By the way, so when most people bring in donuts, they bring these big dozens from Nord's and stuff like that.
Right.
James brought in 6 cake donuts from Dunkin' and ate 4 of them. He set them up on the desk, and I was like, "Did you bring these, James?"
Listen. There's a phrase from the delegation, and James applies this phrase without it being. Look, he doesn't know y'all don't understand it, and the phrase is, "Y'all can get on this if you want." Listen, when the delegation comes in, with food or extras, they say,
Grab a fork.
Y'all get it. Look, y'all get in on this if you want.
Yeah.
Right. That means this is mine, but there will be leftovers, and I am sharing. Or this is for all of us. I just get first dibs at it.
Yeah. Just by the way, if you're into this type of stuff, Jeff Brom just landed the #1 wide receiver in North Carolina, 3-star Gavin Waddell. He even puts his GPA in his profile, which I don't know, whatever. It's 3.6. Good for you, son.
No, that's what he wants to run, Steve.
Yeah, I'm more worried about your 40 than your GPA.
All right. 4.0. It's like, it's pretty fast. It's like,
Yeah,
no, sir, that's my GPA.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if we can get our speed to match our GPA, Mr. Smart Guy.
Yeah. Smart dude.
Smarty pants.
He is 2-time all conference. Yeah. So yeah, good, nice little player there. Yeah. Nice little wide receiver addition. So
don't worry, coach. Look, coach, just get through these next 2 weeks. And we'll love you up appropriately. Right now, we got to put this roster together.
Coach Brom's just like, hey, got me a receiver.
I got a top
Sit
receiver.
down, Jeff.
But I will say this: when you say wide receiver, I can get excited about that in football.
Of course,
because you don't have to be.
Yeah,
you don't have to be a 6th-year senior for me to get excited about you, or the lineman. I like to have my linemen to have some age. I like to have my linebackers to have some age. What about the defensive end? Can they be young talent, or not really? Because they can't set the edge.
That they can.
They have to be old too, don't they?
Yeah, because they can be lightning in a bottle for you. They can be, young, dumb, and stupid for you. If you allow me to say that, like, I mean that not in a bad way. But
a third down pass rusher would just natural
like spike on Little Giants where they got him on, like he's holding his back and he's like,
right.
Yeah, just go get the quarterback. They can be that. If you get the right talented dude, and it's like just.
But you can't have him running complicated stunts.
No,
2-man games.
No. I mean, maybe if you get them in there for
there's
spring ball.
There's 4 guys from Miami Northwestern that might be able to do it.
Right. But I think most, like Ashton was like that. You see, like Ashton's turning heads. He's going to be a good NFL player. But his freshman year, it was just like, put him in there. Go get the quarterback, Ashton. Like, okay, all right. And then he would make plays, and then he would get burnt. Then he would make a play, and he would get burnt. It's like, yeah. But then he turned in. So, yeah, that's kind of, whereas I can throw a really good, fast receiver in there, and I can say, go catch the football and run.
A turn-up freshman. Yeah. Your ability, like you're going to get better with experience, but your ability to explode off the line and be deceptive, that doesn't take years.
No, there's dudes that played high school football this year that can make college corners miss.
And
that's
the more they have those camps, the more these guys like to, like these college and pro guys want to give back to the earlier guys. They're actually doing hands-on video working out with people. So the level of the 7-on-7 receiver is it really elevates the level of play for the wide receiver. So I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun scouting out this receiver, and if any news breaks, I'm gonna have fun loading up for a show tonight. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, you got any other shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I mean, man, give a quick shout out. Give a quick shout out to my guy or my friends, not just my guy. I guess my guy, Dr. Sam, but my friends over at Tri-State Men's Health, man, get over there, check them out. Listen, exciting basketball, exciting football. You're going to need all the energy you can get. Get ready for that. I would use this summer to be the summer of health, man. Get ready, go out there, Lou, let's get healthy. Let's get our energy back. Let's get things ready to go so we can be full go for Louisville Cardinal football, for Louisville Cardinal basketball, and and all that in between. And you can do that right over at Tri-State Men's Health. Listen, man, get over there, get to tristatemen'shealth.com, take their low T quiz. It's 10 questions. It'll take you about 2 minutes. It's yes or no answers. And if any of that applies to you, man, just look, go in and have an appointment. Talk to them. If nothing else, you go in and have an appointment and you say, it's just not what I want to do. But man, you can get, listen, they're going to take your blood. You're going to find out so much about yourself, and find out like, okay, maybe this is something I can do. I mean, at least it's worth the appointment to go in and just say, let me hear them out. Let me find out, maybe there's something, an imbalance in me, that, okay, maybe I don't want to do this, but it's something that I can say, okay, maybe I can, maybe to motivate you to do something else, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're like me and you go in and you say, man, I do have an imbalance on my testosterone. Like I need to get this. And listen, it's funny because they say a lot of the people they see are former athletes or former, different stuff, because you're going, that was a lot. That was a lot of my body from 8 to 20 to 32, like, I mean, I was playing, even when I was done, you're playing ball, you're doing this, and then you're just like, boom, you're dead.
Calories. Yeah.
Calories. Yeah. And here we go, so get over there, man. Check them out. One of the great locations in Louisville, Lexington, Columbus, Cincinnati, and let them know you heard them right here on 93.9.
Again, good people. Citadel Roofing and Construction. Free home inspections and estimates. Locally owned and operated. Citadel Roofing and Construction. Get your home checked out. It's very, very important. What you got on deck, Nikki?
We got the last 3-point Thursday of the season with Pops and Paul for the first 2 hours. We got that cooking.